The tilt is real.
Tilt is real.
This is when the tilt is real.
Welcome to another episode of The Tilt is Real Fantasy Podcast. Coming to you live from the chef's table. Here are your hosts, James Crease.
Yeah, let's go.
Welcome to the spooky Sunday tilt. Oh, welcome in, everybody. This is the Fantasy Football Sunday tilt. I am your host, James Crease. Join with me with Will at Biased Opinions and Mr. FF John JAWN Swanson. And we are here to help you tilt out of the grave and into fantasy championships. Oh, man, it's going to be a crazy week 8. And, guys, I am excited for it. It is deathly up in here. What's going on, fellas?
Good morning, Chef. Good morning, Will. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Right?
Yeah. It's Halloween, man. Halloween. How's everybody doing? I see you, Zombie Baker. I see you out there.
Yeah, hopefully I can make it through the show with the mask because I don't think it's going to happen. Everything's foggy up in here.
Yeah, it's probably going to get a lot foggier, man. It's going to get a lot foggier. But it looks great.
I tried. Dude. Some costumes aren't meant for video live streams.
It's the ghost of the non-throwing shoulder. Coming back.
My labrum.
Coming back to help your fantasy team. A labrum. A torn labrum. Everybody knows that old scary tale from the sea. All right, so we got you want to we should jump right into the chat, right? It's already lighting up.
That's what drives the show. Let's get him in here.
The kicks from Mike is in here. So is Justin. Welcome in, guys. Good morning. I'm gonna jump right in for kicks from Mike here. He said he's got Dak, and Dak's got him worried today. And there's one league, only Danny Dimes, Carson Wentz, and Darnold are on the waiver wire. This is a tough one, man. We're gonna see a lot of this today. I think we're gonna see a lot of the Dak questions, being that that's the Sunday night game. I think we're gonna see a lot of Antonio Gibson today too. We're gonna jump into that. Guys, I think Wentz is a pretty good play this week, honestly. If you're worried about Dak and something happens, if you can scoop up Wentz, I think that might be a good play.
Yeah, there's two options here. He's got either you pick up Wentz and you play him against Tennessee, or you pick up Danny Dimes and see if Dak actually plays. Because if Dak plays, then you don't need Danny Dimes to play. But either way, Wentz or Danny Dimes both have great matchups. So, I mean, you're not wrong either way, however you want to spin it. Do you want to take the risk and see if Dak plays? Then do it.
Yeah, I like that. Danny Dimes does play Monday night, so you do have some time to go ahead and make some changes there. Wentz, like I said, man, I mean, the last couple of games he's been doing his thing, so I definitely like Wentz in this spot. And I think against Tennessee, he's gonna be able to throw the ball around a little bit and get Michael Pittman Jr. involved there. So it should be good.
That works. That works better.
Whoa, that's kind of cool. I like that. There you go.
Yeah, a little mic cover.
Little Mike cover. There you go.
All
Speaking
right.
of Mike, he says in his PPR league he thinks he's going to fire up DJ Moore instead of CeeDee Lamb, and he's got Burrow starting over Dak in that one.
Yeah, I was in the chat earlier and talking to kicks from Mike, and I think it's a great pivot, man. If that's who you have to pivot to, you can't be too mad about it. Burrow they're on a rip in Cincinnati, man. They are nonstop.
Yo, Jamar Chase isn't real.
Yes, he is.
He's that's not a real human being.
He's not from here. He's not from this planet.
He's not from this planet, man.
Yeah, this is one of those. He's like a Derrick Henry, but for the wide receiver position. Like that's things that you've seen is like unheard of and unseen of so far, like in the league, obviously, because he has set that rookie record in the first few games of the season. So, yeah, Jamar Chase and again Burrow, man. This is gonna be a interesting game. You know, I can't even tell you who that backup quarterback for the Jets is. So I think that, they're going to spend a lot of time on the field out there at MetLife in Cincinnati, and they're going to have a great game.
Justin's got you covered. It's Mike White.
Oh gosh. Put the mask back on.
Yeah, Justin, are you really excited for Mike White? Or are you just being a good Jets fan?
Probably just being a good Jets fan there.
Good man.
A little bit of both, yeah, a little bit of both of them.
I like that. Well, let's help him out with his PPR here. He says start one PPR first flex. Javonte Williams, DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, Jalen Waddle, Darrell Williams, Kenneth Gainwell.
I mean, I like Javonte every single week. I do like Javonte, but he does have some good options there. I mean,
I think DJ
Waddle,
Moore is interesting.
Yeah, DJ Moore is interesting, but I'd like Waddle as well. Going up against Buffalo, Buffalo's going to be putting up points, so Miami's going to have no choice but to put up points as well. So I like Waddle. We've seen what the connection between him and Tua has already done. I'm not really touching. I'm not going to touch the rest. Daryl Williams and Gainwell. I'm not going to go ahead there. But I think between Javonte, DJ Moore, and Waddle, and I would have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Waddle in this one. I'm gonna have to go with Waddle.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'm taking DJ Moore here. Going up against Atlanta, they are 26th against the pass. And he is the go-to wide receiver. I know Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold has been seeing some ghosts. But either way, I think he gets a boost of confidence here up against Atlanta. It's kind of like a get-right game. We've seen teams be able to score on them. DJ Moore is the number one target. CMC still out of the offense. And Buffalo, to your point, Will, Buffalo's defense is like the top-rated defense in the league the last 4 weeks. Yes, the slot where Waddle will most likely play due to Preston Williams not being in the lineup this week is the only advantageous spot in their defense, but really it's not much. I can see Tua having a really tough time against that Buffalo Bills defense. They've shut teams out in the past, and I'm afraid that it may not happen for Waddle. I think you have a better chance of a safe fantasy floor with upside if you go DJ Moore.
So I'm going to weigh in here, and I think that Kenny Gainwell, believe it or not.
Coming from the Eagles fan.
Yeah, well, and here, this is coming from an Eagles fan that is tired of screaming at Nick Sirianni to run the ball. However, I don't know. I like Gainwell against the 31st ranked Lions run defense, giving up 6 touchdowns on the ground, 6 through the air, an average of 30.1 PPR fantasy points a game to the position. The majority of the work is expected to go through him. I'm not really worried about how they're going to utilize Boston Scott. I think in a PPR league, especially, he's going to get the looks and he's going to get some red zone touches as well. It's a tough one this week coming from me too, because you see how they've been using the running game in Philly. But I also agree with what you said about Waddle. As much as I love Waddle and I love the talent, bro, the Bills defense is ridiculous. They might not be from here either.
Yeah, but we were able to see what Tennessee was able to do against Buffalo's defense. Beasley even went off in that game, so they were able to put up some points. I think it's going to be more the same. Again, I just like Tua for the rest of the season because we see what Tua's going to have to do to keep his job, and he's motivated every single week to prove himself. If not for the Miami organization, it's going to be for another franchise. He just doesn't want to be a Josh Rosen out there. You know what I'm saying?
No one wants to be Josh Rosen.
Yeah, no one wants to do that. You're right. Justin's got another PPR here too. He's got Herbert, Mitchell, or Gibson PPR, and this one is hit the button.
I'm gonna go with Mitchell here, man. Elijah Mitchell showed what he could do last week. I mean, there's no sense in denying it. Like that's the easy matchup for me. I think it gives you the fantasy floor that you want. There's a lot of question marks revolving around Gibson with the shin. He only practiced 1 day a week for the past 3 weeks. So he's going to need to get into the end zone to give you fantasy value, and that is iffy. Herbert, he's a nice option too. I don't mind a little Khalil Herbert. You might be getting your last chance of seeing him on the field coming with David Montgomery soon coming back.
Yeah, out of all three, I like Mitchell. I'm staying away from Gibson. I think they have a decent matchup there. I think Denver's defense is real, so I'm going to stay away from him. But I do like Mitchell and Herbert. It could be interesting. Nagy's not going to be on the sideline this weekend. You know, he's out for some reasons out there. But I'm going with Mitchell. We were able to see, like you said, what he's able to do last week. Added a touchdown, had over 100 yards rushing.
Yep.
So. Yeah, I like Mitchell to go ahead and, if not repeat the performance that he had, get close to it in Chicago.
You said Nagy's not going to be there this week?
Nah, Nagy's out. He's not going to be coaching today.
Oh, all right, cool. For me, it's Khalil Herbert. Give me Herbert all day. No, this one's really tough because I think all day long, for the first time in forever, I think I'm gonna fade Gibson, both with the injury and not practicing and the matchup. I hate to say it, man, but I think at some point you got to stop just playing that one guy you drafted and be smart about it. And I think today's the day I pull Gibson out. And this is the tilt I have for myself. This exact same one.
Yeah, if you have a good pivot for Gibson, then take it. This is the week to take it.
I feel like Herbert and Mitchell are almost kind of the same guy. They're very similar. The matchups are very similar for running back. Like we said, like Mitchell hit the 100 mark last week in a touchdown, and Herbert's rushed for 272 yards in the last 3 games. That's a lot.
It's pretty
and he did
close
it against
between
Tampa Bay.
Herbert and Mitchell. The only thing, the little snippet that scares me about Mitchell is that, Trey Lance is playing today or on the roster, the lineup. He is available to come in and play, and he could snipe a touchdown from Mitchell towards in the goal in the red zone. So that's what I'm a little afraid of. You won't get that with Herbert. We know Justin Fields, he hasn't been able to run in for a touchdown since week 2 or something like that when he played. But yeah, either way, I'm still going with Mitchell. We saw his utilization, we saw his pass catching capabilities, and the rushing upside of over 100 yards last week. So, next question.
Justin has AB and A-Rob are off waivers, and apparently AB is back week 10.
I already sold all my shares of A-Rob. I mean, he's I've been off him for this is the 3rd week. So yeah, he hasn't done anything. I don't think he's going to do anything. So I'm keeping AB. I don't like the A-Rob play. It's just, there's just nothing. Again, we'll see with Nagy not calling the plays today, if there's anything that changes down there in Chicago. But A-Rob's not, I mean, he just hasn't done anything this whole season. So I'm off him.
I agree. Matt Nagy's my new Adam Gase this year, so I'm happy to see that he's not there today. I'm going to be paying attention to that game for sure. Greg Martinez, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
He needs one PPR in Deontay Johnson or Dearness Johnson. We'll see. Zach Moss, Javonte Williams, or Alex Collins.
I think it might be David Johnson.
It could be. Greg, you can give us a little.
I don't know.
It could be Deontay. It could be Dearness Johnson. It could be.
I don't think it's Dearness Johnson because Nick Chubb is playing, correct?
Yeah, he's playing, but you saw Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt is going to spell him. I mean, he could. Yeah,
Kareem Hunt's out.
He could actually be as productive as Kareem Hunt back there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he could catch some passes out the backfield. Yep. I think that they will probably go ahead and use him as they did Hunt this afternoon. Yeah, I
think this
playing against Pittsburgh.
Playing against Pittsburgh. What's the over under there? We're looking at
over under
42.5.
Yeah,
right?
43. I got at 43. Yeah, I mean that's low, man. That's low.
It's low, man. I think this might be a trap. Running back wise, I think you saw what Dearness did.
Give me Zach Moss up against Miami, man. It's easy as that. I think they're going to get up on Miami. They're going to run the ball. Miami's rush defense is terrible. So eventually Moss is going to be able to fill in for fantasy points instead of rolling the dice somewhere else.
Okay. How do you guys feel about Collins in this tilt?
Man, it's Jacksonville. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. That total is set at 44.5, but I think he could go off here. playing against Jacksonville, but the other options, I think the other options are much better. I think out of all, he's probably fourth on the list on this one right here.
Okay. I still want to know what D Johnson is, Greg.
Yeah,
so if you get a chance, throw us back in there because that might change the way the tilt moves. So we'll get back to that for sure. And Eric Brewer, what's going on?
Morning, Eric.
It's good, Eric.
Excuse me. He says he needs a boom play this week, so he's decided between Brandon Ayuk, Robbie Anderson, Jarvis Landry, Elijah Moore, or if we could think of another sleeper to play today. Thank you.
Oof.
I want to rip Ayuk off this list so bad.
You can rip Ayuk off. You can rip Robbie Anderson off. You can rip Elijah Moore off. I think you'd have to stick with Jarvis Landry there if that's the only person available. I mean, sleepers come this late in the year. It's hard to find another sleeper on the waiver wire that's going to do it for you, unless by chance someone dropped Michael Gallup, but it's not going to do it for you today. He's not playing today.
I kind of like Jarvis here.
Jarvis
Landry is the guy. It's Baker's guy. I think he's the only one I confidently start because who else are you really starting wide receiver wise? Do you feel like we're super confident starting Higgins or Schwartz? Like, nope.
No.
Yeah, no. I think Landry is the move here out of those. If I had to pick one. Yeah. Cool. Said being a good Jets fan. Got good. If anyone got Cincy's defense, good job. I got a couple of them. It's gonna be a good game. He said, "Yeah, good Jets fan."
I think they score at least a touchdown today. I think they score at least a touchdown, or if not, definitely turn the ball over a couple of times out there. So I like the Jets defense. Got a lot of shares. I'm sorry, not the Jets defense, the Cincinnati defense. There.
So would you guys? I put together a parlay last week that I just barely missed, but it was just a parlay of touchdown scores, anytime touchdown scores, and I think I might actually put the Bengals defense on that list.
That's good because the odds would be high. I mean, the odds are going to be crazy. So if you hit that, that's going to be good. That's going to be we go back and forth in the DMs on that, but it'll be a big payout for sure if you do that. I'm with 100%. It.
Man, I almost won a lot of money on Thursday night. Almost won a lot of money. So Aaron Rodgers, you missed it by a yard.
Oh no, you missed it by a yard.
Yeah, I had him. I had Aaron Jones, Chase Edmonds, and Aaron Rodgers all to score at any time, and Aaron Rodgers missed it.
That one. Oh no.
Yeah, that would have been a big payout.
Sorry, anyway, we have to fight another day. We got a whole day today. It's gonna be great. Kicks for Mike wants to know he just traded Jonathan Taylor for Dalvin Cook and wants to know if that was a good trade.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all, really. You think about it.
I don't hate it. I'd have to look at the schedule to see like what it really starts to look like. But Jonathan Taylor's been lighting the world on fire.
It's gonna be more
about the injury.
Yeah, and especially with T.Y. Hilton, like not knowing his status for the rest of the year. I mean, you're gonna have to pass the ball also to JT coming out the backfield there. So with rushing yards and also receiving yards, I like JT, man. He's pretty much like a Nick Chubb in my opinion, where he's always pretty much guaranteed to score a touchdown every single week. So I like that.
But he traded for Dalvin Cook. So I mean, Dallas this week. Then they play Baltimore and the Chargers. Not too good, but Green Bay you can run on. San Francisco you can run on. Detroit is terrible. And then looking into the fantasy playoffs, Chicago in week 15. Rams, and then another game in Green Bay. So I mean, Dalvin Cook is set it and forget it. Same thing with Jonathan Taylor, but Jonathan Taylor's schedule looks a little bit tougher down the road. I'm just peeking at it here. Besides weeks 9 and 10 versus the Jets and Jacksonville, they got Buffalo, they have Tampa Bay, they play New England, they play Arizona. Yeah, I mean, it's a fair trade in my opinion. I mean, I don't think anybody's a winner or loser here. I think it's just maybe avoiding a bye week or something like that. That's the only thing that I could think of where, they haven't been through their bye yet with
the identity.
Taylor.
you know the identity of Minnesota out there. Mike Zimmer loves to run the ball no matter what's going on in the game, so he's always going to get that production and those snaps. So yeah, Cook is definitely a good option there. And like you said, yeah, if he's healthy, then it's all good. The only issue is going to be if he's not healthy and he's not on the field.
Make sure
So
you
that's
go
what
and
I was
get
gonna
Alexander
say.
Madison.
I was sitting here waiting to say that the whole time. Yeah, what I was gonna say is just go do whatever you can do. Put Madison on your bench to see if anybody is one of the best backup running backs when somebody goes down. For sure. Lucius Ferenges, what's up? Good morning. He wants to know go
Morning,
Sutton
man.
or Daryl Williams. Also in another league, Elijah Mitchell or Daryl Williams.
I'm going with Sutton here. I mean, he's on a heater. You don't take him out when he's on a heater. And I mean, Denver this week, man, Washington is terrible in their secondary, especially in their secondary. And I think Sutton has a really good week. And then Darrell Williams, I mean, he really hasn't done much. You know, that's that. He didn't do much last week anyway. And we don't know what the case may be. I think they're going to throw against the Giants defense as much as possible. But yeah, give me Cortland Sutton and give me Elijah Mitchell. We already talked about him a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I like the Sutton play as well there. Like you said, Washington's defense is horrible, man. I mean, you saw what the Falcons were able to do against them. I mean, made Matt Ryan look like that year where he was in the running for MVP a few years back, right there when they made it to the Super Bowl. But yeah, Washington football team's not good whatsoever. I think the fact also that they're playing in Denver, and then also what's going on with Judy? Do we know?
I was just gonna bring that up. I think he's playing.
He's playing.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I know he was taken off IR. I actually got him in a lot of leagues, man. So a lot of leagues have been hurting too, man. So
I don't want to fire him up just yet. I want to see what he can do. I want to see his target share. They might ease him back into the offense because they do have so many targets between Tim Patrick, Judy, and Noah Fant, Sutton, Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon. There's a lot of receiving options in that offense. I want to see what happens with Judy first. See how he reacts to real game. Yeah. You know, that's another thing. I think it's like a testing point. If you really need to play him, go ahead and fire him up. I mean, he's got a good matchup, but yeah, that's where I'm lying on that.
I feel like this game too might just turn into a ground and pound game later on.
Probably
because they might just get up.
The running backs are definitely going to get some work. That's for sure. They're going to be
up. They're definitely going to be up. But yeah, I would go Sutton over Darrell Williams or Daryl Williams, and Sutton or Mitchell over Williams too this week. And Robert Perez, like that avatar, man. That's creepy. That's good stuff. Happy Halloween. Welcome in. Tony Pollard or David Johnson, full PPR? This is a great question. That's a really good question here. What was I had something written down. Hold on. Yeah, David Johnson.
I'm going Tony Pollard in this one. Tony Pollard in this one. I like him. He's getting it's just going to be a continuous shared backfield right there. That total is set at 51.5 for that game against Minnesota. So they're going to get a lot of snaps. He's going to get a lot of opportunities back there, not only running the ball but also receiving the ball. So I do like him over David Johnson.
Yeah, this is ugly. This is an ugly tilt right here, man.
It's tough because David Johnson has been seeing targets, and obviously Pollard has been too.
I think that what's going to be the difference maker here is touchdowns, right? So we know that Pollard can go ahead and get in the end zone. David Johnson,
I'm going to go with David Johnson here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, mainly because I know he's with Mark Ingram out of the offense.
Yeah,
I don't mind David Johnson here in a full PPR. He's going to get the passing work. We'll see Phillip Lindsay in between the 20s, but I think David Johnson can get it done. We've seen him do it in the past when he's had the opportunity. He really hasn't had the opportunity this season. Tony Pollard is going to be behind Zeke, and Zeke's snap share is just up there. I think Tony Pollard's fantasy day is capped at 10 points. If he doesn't get into the end zone, and if David Johnson does get that amount of work that I believe he will get in the passing game, I mean, we could be looking at a 20-point game from David Johnson because they will be behind and they will have to throw the ball. And what better way to do it than just dump it down to your running back when they circle the wagons around Cook.
Yeah,
the Rams defense. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't even think that they could find the end zone. We'll see, man. That they're also
Jalen Ramsey may not play today, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, he was very questionable. Did not practice this week.
Oh, I did not. Okay, I missed that. That might be a big part
Sneaky
of it too.
little
But Rams
thing there.
defense against the running back, kind of middle of the pack,
Yeah,
man. I mean, if
that's
anything,
gonna
they're actually
be-
up there at
that's
12. They're giving them 22 points a game, fantasy points a game, PPR. Man, I guess I'm gonna go David Johnson here too, and it feels disgusting, but I feel like a lot of this also has to do with whether or not Dak plays. Like, if Dak plays, I feel a lot better about what happens with Tony Pollard.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, but for right now, if you need to make that decision,
That's
I don't
gonna
know.
be a good one. I'm writing that one down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that one down too, just because.
I think because it is a Sunday night game, I think that gives them a little bit more time to get Dak ready. But I do think that he's going to end up playing today.
I agree.
I think
I'm leaning on that side too.
Yeah, I think if it was another opponent, maybe not. But playing against Minnesota, I mean, Minnesota's not like overly impressive. They're 3-3 right now, but they are a better team than some other ones that they could have been going up against. So I think that they want to just go ahead and keep this momentum going, and probably try to push it to 6-1.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're gonna need
Yeah.
Dak to beat Minnesota. That's for sure.
Yeah, this tilt is rough, Rob. I'm gonna come circle back around to this, but good luck, bro. We're gonna keep listening in because we're gonna circle back around to some more Tony Pollard tilts, and it'll probably help scope everything out, especially with David Johnson coming in there too. Justin wants to know: A-Rob, OBJ, Brandon Ayuk, Darius Tony. Do I take the risk on Tony because he is questionable on Monday Night Football?
Yes.
Yes, he is playing Monday night. He's going to smash in for Kansas against Kansas City. Yes,
And Galladay is out.
Yeah,
So
Galladay is out. Shepard's
Shepard is
questionable. I mean, Tony obviously was one of Daniel Jones's highest targeted players before he went out with the ankle injury. I saw last night. Shout out Jordan Rainan. He posted a video of Tony practicing yesterday in practice. One-handed catch. Like just jumping up. My man jumped up at least two full feet in the air and caught it with one arm. So if he can do that, I think he's ready to play. I think he's going to be fine. He's way better than A-Rob, OBJ, or Ayuk. And at that point, I mean, I'd risk all those players' points to take a 0 on Tony if Tony doesn't play.
Yeah.
And
That's
then, and if you wait on Tony, Dante Pettis would fill in that spot if Tony couldn't play. So it's a quick pickup on waivers on Monday.
Yeah, Justin, listen, man, get rid of A-Rob, man. Get rid of A-Rob. Get somebody,
get him off your roster.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's hurting. That's like really.
Tony's a player.
Yeah, I'm down with Tony. I like that. Justin, thank you as always, my man. Going defense here. Chargers, Eagles, Jags defense. Pick one.
Chargers, Eagles, Jags.
Chargers against New England. That could be interesting. Philly, yeah, man. Philly, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Philly and Detroit. Goff is gonna probably cough it up at least once.
You're gonna golf it up.
Yeah, he's gonna golf it up, and you know that he's also able to get some. He holds onto the ball a little too long sometimes, so you could get some sacks as well out there in Detroit today. So, yeah, I'd go with Philadelphia, Chargers, and then the Jags in that order. But I like Eagles defense.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'll take the Eagles out of those three.
Yeah, I will too. Surprise. I like that. Let's go. Seamus Madden. How you doing? Good morning. Happy Halloween.
Happy
PPR.
Halloween.
Zach Moss, Jerry Duty. Wow. Zach Moss,
Jury
Jerry
duty?
Jury Duty. Zach Moss. Oh my gosh. Zach Moss, Jerry Judy. I guess that's Devonte Smith as a flex. Thank you.
I would say Moss for the floor, Devonte Smith for the ceiling. Judy, like I said, I'm a little hesitant to play him. I want to know what his usage is going to be like with a full arsenal of weapons in Denver.
Yeah, I just think that they need him. I think they need him, especially what happened on that Thursday night game against Cleveland. I mean, they only put up 14 points, man. But then again, I mean, he's dependent on Bridgewater. Bridgewater has to get him the ball, and we'll see if he's able to do that. But man, I'm gonna go Moss, Judy, then Smith. But Moss is gonna be a good play in Buffalo today.
I'm gonna go Smith, Moss, and Judy. I'm only fading Judy just because first time back. I like Moss, I really do, but I also feel like that Singletary split is real. It reminds me of a Broncos backfield split. And Devonte Smith, man, you just gotta hope that he's just gonna get that home run hit. I think I would just reach for the ceiling there. Lions are giving up the 8th most points to wide receivers at 40 PPR points a game. So yeah, give me Smith on that one. Moving on to Shamir Khan. What's going on? Pittsburgh defense or Browns?
What's up, Shamir?
Give me the Steelers.
And really?
Yes. Steelers gonna win this game. It's a trap game. Steelers gonna win this game.
Even with Baker back?
Yes. Yep.
I mean, I don't know, man. Big Ben is treading those Eli Manning waters where he should have been gone a couple years ago, and he's just holding on right now. So
give me the Browns.
Yeah,
Browns D. Overall, they are a better team in general. In defense, they are playing at home. They got a little bit of a home advantage there. They are going to have to slow down the passing game of Pittsburgh, which, it's hard to contain Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool, especially Najee Harris. But with Nick Chubb back in the offense, I think Nick Chubb can just run all over Pittsburgh and without a problem. So I think the Browns are going to do a little bit more damage than Pittsburgh today.
I think Claypool is going to torch the Browns.
Are you hoping that he torches?
Yeah. I think Claypool does what he does to the Browns.
No,
I think Claypool. No, it has nothing to do with that. I think Claypool's going to do to the Browns what T.Y. Hilton does to the Texans every time they play.
Interesting.
If you look back at Claypool, he absolutely torched him in 2020. 5 for 101 in 1 week, 17 and 4 for 74. I forget what week that was. Last 3 weeks, the Browns have allowed the 4th most fantasy points to fantasy wide receivers. I think this is a trap game. I think the Steelers are coming away with this one.
I think Myles Garrett puts Ben on his back.
We gonna see. I wrote that one down.
Put him in the coffin.
Yeah. Put him in the bedroom. JC Molieri, what's up? Welcome in. He says, good morning, fellas. Good luck on today's matchup. Thank you very much. Good luck with yours as well. We got to do a PPR start. Chubbard, is that what we're
Chubbard, that's what we're calling.
Chubbard. First one of the day. Oh, man, this one hits home for everybody here. Chubbard or Alex Collins?
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
It's close. It's close, but I'm gonna lean.
I'm going Chubbard, man. I'm going
Chubbard.
I'm going Chubbard.
Yeah, he's got nobody else taking carries from him, so I'm going with Chubbard there.
Me too.
The Rashad Penny experiment didn't really work out, by the way.
No, it did not.
No.
James Zoo, what's up? Says he's projected to lose by 5. Okay, so start Daryl Williams or Judy.
James, first of all, I want to let you know projections don't mean anything whatsoever. Don't even pay attention to projections. If that was true. if that was always accurate, then what would happen throughout the season. But man, this is a good one.
I like this one.
For the reasons that both of you gentlemen mentioned, I'm gonna go with Daryl Williams. I'm gonna go with Daryl Williams, and I'm gonna fade. I'm fading Judy on this one right here. I'm fading Judy on this one.
Yeah, it's close. I mean, if you're projected to lose by 5, I mean, Judy is tempting there with the upside of him actually coming back and having a spectacular game, but you don't want to do that. If you're projected to lose by 5, that could swing in either direction throughout the day. And I would rather have Darrell Williams on Monday night and play catch up and come back on a Monday night win than hoping for Judy to have a boom game in his first game back.
Yeah, I'm on board with you guys too.
I
Now,
think
if
Darrell
Judy
Williams
does
can get
have-
into the end zone against the Giants.
If Judy does have, I'm writing this down because if Judy does have a big game, I'm gonna have to hit you guys up. I'm like, hey guys, what's going on?
This is one of those. Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
like, we're trading the guy all
What's
day.
your definition of a big game, though, Will?
Because here's the thing. I mean, you gotta understand.
Like
there's some
20
guys.
fantasy points,
60 yards and a touchdown?
So,
because
I
Judy, I mean, in his first game against the Giants, he had 6 receptions for 72 yards, didn't get in the end zone, and he was targeted 7 times. I mean,
I would say, okay, so I would
that's
say
his
15
that's
points.
his like, like I would say like 12 fantasy points is his floor. He's going to catch 5 to 6 balls for maybe 70 or 80 yards. And okay, that's great game back, like with all the and yeah, I think that's where it's at. I think they're going to utilize their running backs more than we think.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
yeah.
so I think, I agree. I think they're going to utilize running backs as well. But I feel like if there's any game to do it to get Judy started, it's a nice day to start Judy against a team that's giving up the second most points to fantasy wide receivers for PPR.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt, he's got a good matchup. Whether or not he's going to need to be utilized as much is another question.
Yeah, I agree. Though I do. I think it's going to be more on the ground.
You're right, man. Listen, Chef, you got
It's
me
an
completely
iffy
off the Judy
situation,
today,
man. It really is.
Yeah,
I love the
is.
Judy.
But the good thing,
Judy
though, I mean,
pattern.
listen, that's why we do this, right? I mean, because you don't know. But then again, like I said, I mean, just don't. I don't even pay attention. There's been years where I don't even pay attention to the projected score. That doesn't really mean anything to me.
Projections
Yeah,
are there.
I go
cause you
via
anxiety.
matchup. Always via matchup. Never projected.
Never. And speaking of matchups here, start 49ers or the Saints for James.
Oh, no. 49ers, man. Yeah, I think Tom Brady's gonna. Yeah, and again, listen, Jameis is always helping. Is always like he's he's helping the defense. He's always helping the defense. So I'm
he plays for Tampa Bay's defense. You didn't know that?
And I think he's gonna probably try to do a lot more today just because he's going up against his former team, the team that drafted him. So I'm staying away from that.
Revenge games, man. All these quarterback moves, this
Lots of
quarterback
them.
carousel in the offseason, man. We've seen so many revenge games this season
yeah.
already. It's just I love 2021. Let's go.
Same. All right. Lucius also says T.Y. Hilton or Robbie Anderson. That's pretty sad, right? Nah, man. We're all in that same boat.
Yeah, that's pretty sad, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's pretty sad. T.Y. Hilton.
I think
I'm gonna go with Robbie Anderson here, and it's gross.
What? No.
Yeah. I think I got some worms stuck in my mouth from being underground with this mask.
See, Robbie with the whole, he just drops too many passes for me. I mean,
I agree.
I'm gonna just go ahead and bank on T.Y. Hilton and go ahead and do his thing. I'm staying away from Robbie. I'm staying completely away from him.
I'm just afraid of that Tennessee defense, man. That Tennessee defense is just tough. And we've seen Michael Pittman take over as the number 1 wide receiver. So T.Y. Hilton might have limited work involved in his first game back. I think Robbie Anderson against Atlanta, that's where I'm going. Like we said, we don't base it off projections. We base it off a matchup, and Robbie Anderson has the better matchup. These players are equal in the sense that they both don't really have too much fantasy value anymore. But if I had to pick one, it would be Robbie Anderson this week.
I'm going T.Y., man. Titans are giving up the number 1 most points to wide receiver.
I'm right.
49 points a game. 49 PPR points a game, 10 touchdowns. Titans are giving up the number 1 most points to fantasy wide receivers.
Put a W by there as well, Chef, for Will.
Yeah,
I'm definitely with T.Y. on this one, man.
Yeah, I'm rolling with T.Y. all day.
Really?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just Robbie Anderson just hasn't done anything this year, and then
he gets
the targets. He just doesn't hold on to the ball.
I get the fact that, like what you said, Swanson, about Tennessee being one of the last, but over the last 4 games, they've actually been a pretty decent defense, and that's what you got to look at too. I believe they're ranked 15th on the perimeter, so that's half. That's better than last. So that's something that we have to consider. I think they shut down Ty pretty well today. I think that he gets a couple shots, but I think Michael Pittman gets the majority of the targets. And I think that the game is obviously going to try to be ran through the running back of Jonathan Taylor.
That is 100% true. I think they're running a lot.
That's a tough tilt, man. Lucius,
it's a tough tilt, but yeah,
Lucius, I'll tell you what, man. Lucius, you're getting it. You're getting it for the first hour, dude. Because this one's like yeah.
Tilt of the week.
Lucius, that is the tilt of the week, man. In my book, if I had to write that one down to see who would be better, I mean that's pretty icky, man. Is there anybody else on your waiver wire? Check and get back to us later in the show.
I love it, man. Hit that button for the first time. I love writing these things down, man. This is my favorite part about Sunday, is following these all day long. Shamir's got another one here: Pittsburgh Browns or Dallas defense.
Pittsburgh or Browns? Oh, well, we already picked the Browns over Pittsburgh, and Dallas's defense is not that good. I think Minnesota is going to put up some points against them. Yeah, give me the Browns.
Yeah, that total is set down there in Minnesota. That total is set at 51.5. So I think that a lot of points is going to be put up there. So either I'm eliminating the Dallas defense. I'm going between either Pittsburgh or the Browns. So I like the Browns over Pittsburgh.
I'm going Pittsburgh. I'm going Pittsburgh. Let's do it.
Watch it be like 5-4.
We'll see. Yeah, right. Big Greens, what's going on?
Big Greens was good.
You got them singles ready, bro? Oh, you didn't go to the strip club last night, huh? Yeah, we see how it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Big Greens. You know, I'm trying to save some money. I can't keep doing that. He wants to know
Swanson's extracurriculars are on hold for the wedding.
The wedding. Yeah, I'm getting married. Anybody here ever plan a wedding? Goodness.
Do it. Don't do it. That
me.
was the voice of Baker, you know.
That was the voice of Baker. But oh no, Baker's happy. All those commercials, him and his lovely wife putting up with him, giving nachos to kids for Halloween.
Yeah, dropping turkeys and deep fryers, you know.
Yo, I love those commercials, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like those commercials, like those are funny to me. I love that stuff. I think that'd be fun for me to do in the off season if I were him. All right, so Big Greens wants to know if we start Tony or Shepard this week, assuming both play. Boys,
I think if they both play, I'm taking Tony. I think he has a higher upside than Shepard. Shepard gives you that safer floor, and he will be targeted. He will be utilized. Right. But Tony is just he has amazing talent. Yeah, exactly. He has that playmaker ability. He has the breakout potential more so than Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have Shepard. Obviously, he's going to get like 8 to 10 targets for the game. Obviously, get the majority of those receptions there. But then Tony, like I said, that big playability is just crazy. I mean, the speed, him running a 4.3 sub 40 is just ridiculous. So I like Tony in this situation, and plus I think he's out to prove something, being out the last couple games, and Galladay's out again. Galladay is out, man. So Tony's gonna go ahead and get that.
Thank you, Chef. I have a sock full of money right here, but it's like important money, so I don't want to throw it because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it.
I'll get the rest of them later.
I'm wearing green. What am I talking about? I'm wearing green.
Greens.
All right, there we go. I got you, Big Greens. One more thing I wanted to bring up here. I just saw the kicks from Mike said he already has Madison on his team because he's a smart guy, so that's good. And it goes back to that Dalvin Cook trade. A lot of defense questions here. JC Molieri says, stream a D for the week. Stream a D for the week. Panthers, Falcons, Seahawks, Eagles, Broncos, or Browns.
That's a lot of options.
Sheesh. Again, I'm staying consistent this game. You know, I'm staying consistent this week. I mean, I'm going with the Browns. I want
to see the Broncos.
I don't really like. I mean, look, I would take. I think I would go for Denver.
Denver against Washington.
Against Washington. Yeah, I mean, we've seen their defense be very, very good. Terry McLaurin is banged up, although he is playing. Mm-hmm. We've got Gibson banged up. We've got what's his name back there? Heineke throwing the ball. Von Miller is going to make his day very, very tough. I'm going with the Broncos here over the Browns, but the Browns would be a close second for me.
Yeah, I think I'll go Broncos too.
Because we've seen the Broncos keep games close, and I think that's probably something that's going to happen again this week against Washington. It's probably what's the over under on that one? 40.
It's 44.5.
Yeah.
Oh, it went down?
It's
Okay.
going to be a lower scoring game by the spread, but that Vegas thinks it's going to happen. But give me the Broncos.
Yeah, and I think that Carolina-Atlanta game is going to be high scoring, so I'd eliminate those completely off the list.
Yep.
Yeah. Word. All right, let's do another one for Justin here. Sutton, Waddle, Ridley, Keenan Allen, Debo, Samuel, start 3.
Ooh.
Debo.
Yeah, you got to start.
You got to start Debo.
Waddle.
Oh, no, against the Bills.
I'm
so I know.
Listen,
I know.
Think about this, right? If the Bills go up right by 2 scores, they're gonna have to abandon the run early. They're gonna have to throw it. Those 2 targets for 2 is gonna be Waddle and Gesicki. You see what I'm saying? So
okay.
I mean, I just think again. I saw what Beasley was able to do against them a couple weeks ago, and then I thought I was being punked when I saw Tommy Sweeney catch it. I was like, who is Tommy Sweeney? Catching a touchdown out there, but yeah, it's just
you're definitely playing Debo Samuel.
I mean, I think for me it's Debo, Allen, and Ridley. As much I get what you're saying with Waddle, for sure.
I'm gonna look up Sutton's.
Tennessee. Tennessee was putting up was putting up a lot of yards. Let me go back to that game because they weren't able to do anything. And Tennessee ended up winning that game 34 total yards here. And Tannehill is not. So I think Tannehill is a much better quarterback than Tua is a much better quarterback than Tannehill. So I like Waddle in this situation. Waddle has he's taken a big leap since Tua's come back.
I agree with you there.
I do agree with that.
He's playing against one of the top rated defenses in the league.
Okay.
All right. So
Debo.
Debo is a definite. Give me Cortland Sutton. Give me Cortland Sutton, and now watch this one. I'm taking Keenan Allen here. And the reason why I'm taking Keenan Allen is because they are going to shadow coverage Mike Williams. And when they shadow coverage Mike Williams with J.C. Jackson, that leaves Miles Bryant all alone with Keenan Allen. It's a mismatch. I think Keenan Allen has a decent game here. Ridley, yes, he has upside, but Dante Jackson and Stephon Gilmore coming into play this week for Carolina may shut down Calvin Ridley. So I'm afraid of that. So I'm going with Keenan Allen, Debo, and Sutton. Man, we're all over the place with this one, guys. We got to nail something down for Justin here.
Yeah,
so we're all on Debo, right? So that's one.
We're all on Debo.
Debo, Sutton. Sutton's definitely a pick, and then
it's a coin flip between the other 3. If a coin had 3 sides,
right? I'm sticking with my Waddle pick. I got to stick with my Waddle pick.
So more fantasy points for the day: Ridley or Waddle? See, in that instance, I would pick Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley, because then you got Ridley and Pitts. Yeah, okay.
And then my Keenan Allen is going to get over targeted today. That's what puts me over Ridley. I think Keenan Allen has a get right game. But otherwise it would be Ridley. See, fantasy points says it all, man. That's what they want to know.
Let me look at something right here. All right, so what the Patriots do famously is they take away the one thing that's working for you, right?
Yeah, but a lot of things are working for the Chargers.
That's what my next question
is.
Yeah, well, Eckler's also
playing.
He's playing, but like I don't know.
Eckler's playing.
Yeah, but
He
I don't
put
think that's.
he put himself in his fantasy lineup this week.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Just none of that
I mean,
seems.
that's important. Listen, that's important.
Stubborn to
That's
me.
important. That's very important.
That seems stubborn to me. That's what that seems like. That seems stubborn. I don't know. Look, we're going Debo. I think we're agreeing on Ridley, and I'm going to take Sutton for that matchup.
Fair enough.
I think that I'm going to take Sutton for that matchup. I understand the argument for Waddle, I really do, and I understand the argument for Keenan Allen, but I'm also kind of not sure about if the Patriots going to take somebody away. Who are they taking away? Are they taking away Allen, or are they taking away Williams?
I think they take away Williams. I really do. That he's the focal point right now in the passing game.
Okay,
he's their deep threat. They'd rather drop down and give something to Keenan Allen, which I think he can probably get 13 targets today and catch at least 8 of them. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Man, these are again, Justin. You have good problems, man.
He always has good. He has good teams. He watched the summer episodes where we did some mock drafts together. Okay. We invited some of the viewers on. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
These guys know what they're doing. Some of their teams are better than our teams.
Yeah.
We're playing in some industry leagues, man. Where actually, my industry leagues are doing better than my home leagues.
Dude, I'm actually doing pretty good.
I am in first place in a couple of leagues. I am second place in a couple of industry leagues. But when it comes to my home leagues, I'm like 5th, 6th, 10th.
Yeah. I'm struggling in a couple industry leagues, man.
I found that.
I was asked to.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I said I found that drafting from the beginning of the draft, it was actually harder this year than it was in the middle of the draft. And we're seeing the teams that drafted between the 5th and the 9th spot in 12-team leagues actually being in first and second place. It's pretty crazy based on matchups and all that, where they took players. They just got more value on the turnaround. So that's something that's something that I look at, especially going into next season for drafts. I always like to look at where's the draft position, because everybody wants that first pick, but that first pick isn't paying off this year.
I hate that first pick. I never want the first pick. I hate the first pick. Give me the 12th pick.
I like it to start no earlier than 3. I wouldn't mind pick 5 or 6. Pick 5 or 6 is pretty decent. Yeah, but pick 1, I don't like pick 1.
Just don't force me to take Christian McCaffrey, please.
I passed. I was in one where I was number 1 over. I passed on CMC. So
smart. I was going to, and I was kind of like forced into it. And I feel dumb that I didn't just take.
I took him in one league.
No, I turned my chats off because I knew what I was going to endure. So I just turned off the chats. Turn off the chat. No chat.
Smart.
Okay.
All right, let's jump back into this, guys. Got a lot going on here. Morning, boys. Morning, Antonio. What's up? Welcome back,
Antonio.
What's up, Antonio?
He wants us to start 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a flex. James Robinson, Devonte Booker, Kenneth Gainwell, Michael Carter, Khalil Herbert. We'll start there at running back. If you guys start 2 running backs here from me,
J-Rob's definitely in.
I'm gonna go James Robinson and Kenny Gainwell here. No, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. James Robinson and Khalil Herbert.
Correct. I'm going the same way.
Okay.
You made it easy for me. That's exactly who I'm picking.
Cool.
No, I was gonna throw in a little.
What do you got?
A little homer pick, but I'm staying away from Booker. So we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead with J-Rob and Herbert.
Cool. All right. So we got to start 3 wide receivers between Godwin, Landry, Khalif Raymond, Darnell Mooney.
I love how they use the lingo.
Oh, so it's 3 wide receivers and a flex. 3 wide receivers and a flex. So we have a flex option here if you want to open it.
Oh, okay. So we could throw Booker in as a flex option. Let's get the receivers nailed down first. Godwin is definitely playing. Sure. Landry, I would play.
I would too.
Mooney is.
I'm off for Chicago.
Yeah, it's tough.
Receivers. Yeah, I'm off.
But so you're going Khalif Raymond.
I mean, I guess you have to because I'm kind of off Mooney as well.
I mean, it's either Mooney or Raymond at this point. Like that's tough.
Man, I'm going to have to go. Yeah, I'm off of Chicago wide receivers there, so I'm going to go Goodwin, Landry, and Raymond.
I'm down with Raymond. Go ahead. Play Raymond this week. I think they're going to have to. I mean, he's going to get the Darius Slade treatment, which is a little tough. But I think they can get something done. Detroit, they've been known to try to battle and stay in games. It's better than what you're getting out of Mooney lately. So one flex, I'd throw Booker in the flex. I'm not afraid of Booker. I mean, he's not the greatest football player. He's not a flashy playmaker, but he gets the job done, and he could probably wind up with at least 60 yards and a touchdown. So I'm okay with Booker in that sense. Kenny Gainwell, on the other side of that, Detroit's running defense,
Giving it the second most.
Yeah,
Garbage.
they're playing with emotion though too. So
they are. You're right. You're right. They are.
And I think Kenny Gainwell, we saw it last week when Miles Sanders went down. Like Kenny Gainwell was not able to hold a full workload. So I think Boston Scott gets a little bit more work than everybody is predicting. And I think Jalen Hurts runs the ball a little bit more as well, which he needs to do regardless.
Man, like I got him in one of my leagues as a quarterback. That dude, like, even though they don't win games, he's putting up. It's like,
dude, it's ridiculous.
The highest fantasy
Second.
points.
QB2 right now.
He's QB2 because he's consecutively bad in NFL football, but when it comes to fantasy,
horrible.
Yeah,
garbage time
Champion.
champion. Like if we had an award for garbage time, he'd
win. Yeah.
Let's move on. Okay, I'm having a hard time here. Can't do it. All right, Antonio. Hope that helped out, man. Good luck. Jim Rambo, coolest name in football. What's going on? Good morning.
Good.
Full point PPR flex. Jerry Jeudy or Brandon Bolden. Now, how badly do you want to fade Jeudy?
I'm playing Jeudy again. I'm playing Jeudy. Damian Harris has a great matchup.
Yes.
Unless there are some inactives that we don't know about with Ramondre Stevenson, like we don't know if he's going to play. JJ Taylor is going to play. Either way, I'm going with Jeudy here over Brandon Bolden. I think that's my limit there. I'm not going to say too much about it. I'm going Jeudy over Brandon Bolden.
Ditto.
This is the Jerry Jeudy tilt show today, guys. You got one for Shamir too, because I thought it was going to be a Gibson show, but it's all Jerry. Should he start Lockett over Jerry Jeudy?
I'm going Jerry Jeudy here as well.
Man,
I do not trust Lockett with.
Well, I don't trust Gino.
Smith.
I don't trust Gino.
You can't do it, and it stinks because
you drafted Lockett. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm not trusting Lockett until Russell Wilson comes back. So yeah, I'm taking Jerry Jeudy over there.
I would too.
Yeah.
That's good the line for me. Good tilt. Yep. Delusional Tanner, welcome back.
What's up?
He wants to know if he's stupid for playing the Dallas defense and Zerline with Dak out, most likely.
I wouldn't play the Dallas defense regardless.
I would try to pivot if you could, but I think Dak's going to play.
Zerline is interesting, though, because, he's got the leg. His nickname, Greg the Leg, okay? Minnesota, they are going to stop Dallas, especially if Dak is out. And that's going to cause them to kick more long field goals. So I think Zerline is a great option there for you at kicker. But yeah, the Dallas defense, I don't want a part of that, man, because if Dalvin Cook does his thing, man, he's going to run all over Dallas. You don't want that.
Yeah, again, when looking at these things, I look at the total. The total is it's the second highest of the weekend with right behind the Giants and the Kansas City game on Monday night at 51.5. So points are going to be put up. I don't hate the Zerline pick for a kicker, but I do dislike the Dallas defense there. Try to see if you could stream another defense for at least this week because Kirk Cousins and them boys out there are going to put up some points.
Agreed. Justin's got a quick one here. Kadarius Toney or Elijah Mitchell? PPR.
Tony.
I'm going Mitchell here. Mitchell's safer. He's got a good matchup. And Tony is still a question mark, although I believe he plays. I think Mitchell will be the focal point of the offense between him and Deebo Samuel this week. And I think Mitchell has a good game. Tony is he's going to compete with Shepard. We can see him come off in a couple plays. I don't think he gets a full snap share this week. I think he's looking at like a 75% snap share. Is that enough to top Mitchell in fantasy points? I don't think so this week.
Okay, I was waiting to hear. I needed to hear it from both sides. I know we've heard the Tony sides too, but I'll lean Mitchell there. It's close for me because I think Tony has that high ceiling and that big playability.
He definitely has higher upside.
Yeah,
he definitely has a higher ceiling than Mitchell.
You see what happens when you end up being like when Shanahan really starts to trust you and you become the guy, and I think that says a lot for Mitchell, and I think says a lot
you
for
think after last
value.
week he's became that guy, or he becomes the guy now?
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah,
he is the guy in that offense for the run game.
Big Greens wants to know, does he take the chance on Dak playing or start Tannehill against the Colts?
Ooh,
that's so tough, dude. Ugh.
Man.
Oh man,
I'm gonna have to gamble, Big Greens. I'm staying with I'm just sticking with Dak again. I think that he does end up playing. Had it been any other team that they're playing against, I think that they would sit out Dak. But I think just the fact that Minnesota and they want to go ahead and, like I said, keep that momentum going, possibly get to 6-1 after that Sunday night matchup. So I like them. I'm just gonna gamble and just take Dak.
I'm gonna take Dak.
Yeah,
I hope it doesn't kill you this week, Big Greens, but I'm going with Dak.
Yeah, I am too. Dirty money. What's up?
Dirty money.
Got to pick 3 here. There it is, James. AJ Brown, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, Terry McLaurin, or Deebo Samuel. Half point PPR 10-man league. 10-man makes sense because that's a murderer's row right there. You can do some stuff with that. Give me Deebo.
So definitely Deebo.
Yeah.
Definitely playing AJ Brown with Julio Jones out.
Yeah.
I don't
AJ
know.
Brown.
I got to think about this one a little bit. It's just, this one's tough, man, because you got a lot of great players here. Like that's the part that's stumping me.
So do you truly do you fully trust AJ Brown now?
After what we saw last week, yeah.
Yeah, I think I trust AJ Brown.
All right, so I'm going Deebo. I think Diggs finds the end zone again this week, and then I'm gonna go with AJ Brown. I mean, Jefferson, obviously, I think he's the wide receiver 1 out there in Minnesota. So obviously, Thielen always puts up good numbers, but against this list right here, I like AJ Brown, Diggs, and Deebo.
So I think we got Deebo and AJ Brown. I think I'm
on that list. I'm down with that list. That's a good list. Yeah, throw McLaurin or I would throw Thielen in my flex if I could. I don't know if you can, dirty money, but Thielen should have a good game against AJ Brown coverage. Justin Jefferson's going to get that hard Trayvon Diggs matchup, shadow coverage from him. So that's something to think about as well. But yeah, Brown, Diggs, Deebo, they should all have great games this week.
So I think I'm a little flip-flopped on. So I go Brown, I go Deebo, Brown, and I guess I'm tough between Diggs and McLaurin here.
Well, McLaurin's banged up. Does that help?
It does, but it doesn't because he was cleared to play, and it's not like it doesn't seem like it's going to be that big of an issue. But I guess if there's going to be
Denver's defense is real though.
I think McLaurin is the only real target in that offense besides
that's kind of why I'm
sick.
Okay.
But I understand. I understand your thinking.
I'll roll the Diggs side though, just because of let's just go with the health. That'll be my tilt point.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the defensive line up against Washington's offensive line as well. I think Denver is just going to swallow them up and spit them out. But yeah, AJ Brown, Diggs, and Deebo for me.
Gotcha. Pigskin highlights. Welcome in. Good morning. Start Pitts or Gesicki.
Play them both. Play them both.
Yeah, dude. Right. Try to play them both.
I mean, you really can't take Pitts out, can you? After what he did last week, he's going up against Carolina. Gesicki's going up against Buffalo. They are a tougher defense.
They've only given up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pitts here.
Yeah, Pitts.
Parents have only given up 3 too. But yeah, I got to go with Pitts too because the kid is just Look, Gesicki's a great play, but Pitts is unreal. He might not be from this planet either. I think he's really
Exactly.
starting to come in.
And Carolina's defense has been declining week after week. So
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, give me Pitts there. He's got one more here too. Start Emmanuel Sanders or Brandon Cooks. Bro, I'm smashing the Sanders button.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of points are going to be put up there. Total set at 48.5. Yeah.
I'm down with that. Play Emmanuel Sanders. That's cool. I think Brandon Cooks gets a lot of targets, but whether or not he's going to be, I believe he's going to be on an island this week. You know,
Where are they playing in Great Britain?
Yeah, they're playing in Great Britain.
What island? Oh, okay. I'll just
the Robert Rochelle Island. No, not really. I mean,
Sanders here, real quick. I have a stat that I heard and wrote down. Since week 3, averaging 16.3 fantasy points a game, which is good for a wide receiver 11, and Miami's giving up the most 20-yard plus plays.
If I had to think about it, I mean, that's a great stat. I like that. I'm still going with Brandon Cooks.
Sheesh. Will, how about you, man? Where are you?
I'm with Sanders, man. I'm with Sanders. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
I love when we disagree because then we get something to talk about later.
Because Emmanuel Sanders has been solid. You know, he's been solid there. I mean, obviously we know that the main target out there is Diggs, but I think right behind them is Sanders, and you know what he's able to do like on third downs. He's a reliable target out there for Josh Allen. So I definitely like Emmanuel Sanders over Brandon Cooks this week.
Okay, written down. I like it, boys. All right, Justin's got Kyle Pitts and first over under of the day. Kyle Pitts and Tyreek Hill over under 42 fantasy points.
Ooh. Give me the under. I don't know if they both hit over 20 points. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot of fantasy points for two of them. And I'm not as confident as I was in the beginning of the season about Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
man, they figured him out quick, huh?
Yeah, they did. Man. You know, they dropped the coverage. They double up on Kelsey and then umbrella coverage on Tyreek Hill, and then they give him the short field. They'll give him the short field all day, but they won't let him go past it. Whether or not the Giants can do that, that's another question to be asked. But I don't know if it gets to 42. Give me the under on that one.
Yeah, I'm with the under as well. Now, I could see this ending up like at 40. And, you know,
right. Yeah, it's close.
Points. Yeah, it's close. But, yeah, 42 is just – that's a high number. If it was at 40, I'd say over. But 42, I think, is just a little bit too high. But Kyle Pitts, because you're going to have to depend on Kyle Pitts not only getting the yardage but also getting to the end zone. And then also Hill, the same thing for you to get to 42.
Yeah, I agree. Justin, I love you, man. Number 1 rule, don't start a defense against Tom Brady and Mike the Goat White. Is a true Jets fan right there. I love it. He wants to know if he drops the Viking defense to pick up the Saints defense for next week or the Raiders to pick up Madison.
Do I drop the Vikings defense and pick up the Saints defense for next week? So you're asking next week's questions, getting ahead on things.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know because like anything could happen this week, you know. So you just don't know.
So they play Atlanta next week.
Stay tuned next week, Justin, because
I mean that's how you win. That's how you win your leagues. Like you stay ahead of things. Like I can see you there, but
here.
Let's see.
I think it's always smart to pick
Madison. If you have Cook, you pick up Madison.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think Minnesota's defense will be okay against Baltimore. We saw Cincy really stop them there.
Yeah.
Coming out of the bye week, they always seem to play a little bit harder. And the Saints, they do have a decent matchup against Atlanta. So that's not a bad deal, but then, like, is it really going to matter that much? And then you're saying for the next week or Raiders.
Giants, Kansas City, Cincy, Dallas, Washington, Kansas City again, Cleveland, Denver, Indy, Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only picking up the Saints for one game against Atlanta, I can understand if you really need it. But then they play Tennessee, they play Buffalo. They've got a couple tough matchups.
If you pick up the Raiders, they got to bye this week, and they play the Giants coming back, and they play Kansas City, and they play Cincy. So at least you got 2 weeks where you can get out of the Raiders defense.
I don't know if you can get 2 weeks out of him since he's on fire right now.
No, 2 weeks is in 2 weeks. The week 9 the Giants and week 10 Kansas City, and then drop him because I wouldn't play him against Cincy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough question.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I'm sticking with the Vikings defense, man. They're all right. Okay. I wouldn't go too crazy about that. I mean, you're talking maybe 2 points in a fantasy point swing.
I mean, they're important points.
They are. I agree with you, but to give up the rest of the season, I think the Vikings defense is doing okay right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Zach's got a Chubbard, Herbert, KC Williams. Start 2 between Chubbard, Khalil Herbert, and Daryl Williams.
I'm going
first 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, wait. You know what though? Man, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Williams is a good. So I'm going my man Chubbard. I'm going my man Chubbard and Williams. Again, I don't know. Listen, that the play calling in Chicago today could go either way. I think it could go well with Nagy out, or it could go worse than it's already been.
You know what's weird? I hate Matt Nagy, but they played the Bucks, and like we said, there's no way in HE double hockey sticks that anybody was going to start any running backs on the Bears side of the ball, and Khalil Herbert came out and just blew the bricks off him. Like, is Khalil Herbert that good?
Yep.
Because I think he's just that good, man. Like, I really do. And like, as much as like Kansas City as an offense right now is freaking me out, really freaking me out, and I don't like it at all.
Listen, I just hope that the Kansas City offense doesn't wake up tomorrow. I just hope that they don't wake up tomorrow. I hope that they wait like another week or so. Not against my New York Football Giants. But again, with that total being the highest for the week at 52, I'm a little concerned there. I am very concerned, but
do you think Williams gets a little bit more work than Herbert? Is that what you're saying? Like, he has a better chance of getting into the end zone?
Yeah,
I can understand that.
They got to try something out there in Kansas.
I just think, we don't know, Zach. I'm assuming this is a PPR league. If it is, then Herbert
against me.
Then I'm taking Herbert over Williams because we don't see Williams getting too many passing attempts. That's my only difference between them, because Williams does have a good matchup against the Giants. They're rated 23 against the run. But yeah, Herbert was on fire last week, and you really can't go up against matchups when we just like Mr. Swanson said, he just burned the pants off of Tampa Bay's defense last week. So I'm going Chubbard and I'm going Herbert. Daryl Williams is pretty enticing. It's a good problem to have, but I'm going Hubbard and Herbert here.
Yeah, I think so too. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate you for the congrats, not for the tilt, but thank you for the tilt. Thank you for both. My man Zach. Brad Erseg, what's up, dude? Welcome in. I was wondering when you were going to get here. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Brad.
Got a quick tilt for Brad real quick. He's got Gesicki or Schultz, full PPR tight end.
All right, I'm leaning Gesicki here, especially because of the Dak Prescott situation. We don't know what's going to happen. You can stay reliable on CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper with Cooper Rush at quarterback, but if Dak doesn't play, you can see Schultz get faded out really fast. So give me Gesicki here, even though he does have a tough matchup against the Bills.
Yeah, listen, Brad, I've been talking about this guy all show long. So I like Gesicki. I like Gesicki today against the Bills. I think that they're gonna have to go ahead and throw.
Dude, you're talking about an upset. You're talking about an upset there, and the way Will's talking today, man. Miami's gonna beat Buffalo.
I don't know about Miami.
Break the bank for Vegas.
I might have to take Miami plus 14 in this. I may have to take Miami.
Oh my God.
I can see them getting shut out.
There's some crazy lines, man. Rams by 16.5, Bills by 14, Bengals by 11, Chiefs by 10.5. There's some crazy lines.
Now, yeah, I could definitely see the Jets one because you got a backup court. Again, never heard of. I still don't know who the backup is. I think it was
Mike
Mike
White.
White that Justin
Michael White.
said. Yeah, but so it's
That
a
sounds
big
like a
one.
fake name.
Flacco is not playing today.
It's a mess. That's a made up name. Kicks for Mike. Standard league. Deontay Johnson or DK Metcalf.
Deontay. I don't trust Gino.
Look at this a little bit deeper than I normally would. Against Greedy Williams, Deontay Johnson, and then you've got DK Metcalf.
I think it's going to be a Claypool game.
I'm going with DK here.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though Gino Smith is there, we saw him throw the long ball, and I mean, if it's standard, if it was PPR, I'd go with Deontay all day because I know he's going to get the targets and I know he's going to catch at least 7 or 8 balls.
Yeah.
But DK, I mean, it could be one ball long and you're winning. He has the capability of breaking loose at any point, and against Jacksonville's pass defense, their cornerbacks are weak. I think DK finds his way back into the end zone and should have a decent day for fantasy, even in standard leagues.
Okay. I'm going to ride with you on that one. I like that. What happened last? Was that 84
Will's
yards
writing that one down.
I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down because I just Gino Smith, man, that dude right there, he's something else.
Oh yeah, he's terrible. Don't get me wrong, he's terrible. I mean, is he much better than Ben Roethlisberger? Probably not.
No.
I'm just gonna go DK here I'm just gonna lean that just DK just is an absolute like monster of a human, and that he is just a big enough target to where he can
overcome
overcome like mistakes that Gino Smith might make, and that's kind of what. And it's standard league, like you said. If it was PPR, maybe I would go Deontay for a target, but for the touchdown for standard, I think that's the
and it doesn't hurt that they're playing Jacksonville too. It does not hurt that they're playing.
Exactly.
So, okay,
cool. I like it. Landon Cotrere, welcome in.
What's up, Landon?
Got a PPR flex here. Yeah. Waddle, Claypool, Michael Carter, or Alex Collins.
That's tough.
I feel like
you're going with John. You're going with Claypool.
I am. I'm going Claypool.
I'm going with Waddle.
Chef.
I think I might have to go with Claypool here. What are the other options? Michael Carter, no. Alex Collins, no. It's between Waddle and Claypool, and I'm leaning Claypool. He has a better matchup against Cleveland. Greg Newsome, he can get by Greg Newsome. I'm staying away from Miami, man. I'm a little iffy about that. I'm just afraid of Buffalo in general, bro.
I'm afraid of Buffalo. The team or the animals? They're big animals.
The animals.
The animals. Okay. Look, I get it. Waddle's hyper talented, man. I just I don't know.
Listen, I hope I'm right, but a couple weeks ago I was all on Collins, and that worked out to my favor. I'm hoping that we get more of the same today with Waddle, because that's Tua's number one go-to guy.
Devonte Parker is playing today though, and he hasn't been recently. So I think they're gonna have to throw it deep, and if Waddle's in the slot, I don't see. First off, I don't see Miami winning this game. Coming off the bye, it's a divisional matchup for Claypool. I think Claypool does well today. A little bit more than Waddle. Not saying Waddle's bad, dude. I'm on the Waddle train as well. I love Waddle for fantasy going forward, especially in Dynasty. But I like him for Dynasty. I like Waddle over Claypool. That's for sure.
This is a one matchup day.
But for the one matchup,
everyone to hear, I am not. Yeah, this is a one matchup thing. This is Claypool
there was dead air there. I had to come in with something.
No, I was just
Waddle.
I had to.
Let's move on to the next tilt.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. I love it. So Zach's got a Jared Cook or Hunter Henry.
Give me Hunter Henry.
Give me Henry here. Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter Henry.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say. I think you laughed because nah, it's Cook. I like it.
Yeah,
that dude, the dude day. What's up? Welcome in. Full PPR. Pick 2. Lenny Fournette, Damian Harris, or Daryl Williams. First two for me, baby. Yeah.
First two.
Yeah.
They're smashes.
Yeah,
Damian Harris.
Fournette is
Fournette, you can't take out. I think he's like the RB4 this year. He just everybody wrote him off, and now he is one of the main pieces of that offense, especially with Antonio Brown out. He's going to see added targets. Mike Evans is out. So that just helps his case to be a top running back this week. Damian Harris, he's got a good matchup this week. I forget who they're playing. Damn it. I'm sorry. The Patriots are playing Los Angeles. I'm down with Damian Harris, man. I like his style. He's going to be the lead back. The Chargers are 30th against the run for the season. So look for Damian Harris to be.
And he always seems to find the end zone as well. So yeah, Damian Harris is also is a good play. Damian Harris is a good play. And like you said, you can't take out Fournette.
Nope. Yeah, Harris is on a hot streak. Chargers can't stop the run. Yeah. And everything we said about Fournette too. First two, faux show. Raymond C, what's going on? Start two. Tony, Kadarius Toney, Amari Cooper, Cortland Sutton, Daryl Williams.
Oh,
I like Tony and Sutton.
I'm on the same page.
Yeah, I like Tony and Sutton. Again,
there's a lot better chance that Tony plays and Dak doesn't.
Yeah. And that's
the opposite. But yeah, I like Tony and Sutton, man. Amari is banged up, and if Dak doesn't play, you can see Amari being a tough sled. It's going to be tough either way.
Look, I think I'm on your side, boys. Like Tony against that ridiculously was like what happened Chiefs defense, and yeah, I'm gonna go Sutton here.
Yeah.
Why do I keep losing my?
A lot of Darrell Williams questions.
A lot of Darrell Williams.
I
really thought it was going to be a lot of Antonio Gibson questions today. Oh, I got one. This is good because I'm really selfishly trying to figure out this Gibson thing for myself here. In another league, Antonio's got a PPR question, 2 running back and a flex. Here we go. Gibson, Hubbard, Carter, or Collins. And in the flex, should he go with one of the running backs or Mooney, Hilton, or Slayton? No, I'm kind of on this same page here where like I don't want to live in the world where I bench Gibson, but I think this week is the week that like I said, it might be the smart move.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it. I'm playing Gibson, Hubbard, and Collins.
Yeah, you know what? I have to play Gibson out of these though.
I mean Carter's a close third for me. He showed some promise last week, but I'm going with Collins up against the Jags. You can't trust Mooney. You can't trust Hilton coming off an injury. And then Slayton, even if he's going to be third in that pecking order at best. At best. So I'm staying away from Slayton as well. So, yeah, give me Gibson. In this scenario, you're hoping that Gibson falls into the end zone, but I'm not playing Michael Carter over him. So give me Gibson, Hubbard, and Collins.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take that gamble. So I do like the three running backs in this case, Gibson, Hubbard, and Collins.
Give me Gibson, I guess. Give me Gibson, Hubbard, and man, I almost want to put T.Y.
And Collins. Say it with us.
All right, yeah. You know what? I will. Yeah. Give me Gibson, Hubbard, and Collins. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Let's do it. I had to do it at least once. Jeffrey Mason, what's going on? PPR Tony or Devonte Smith? It's a tough one.
It's a great question because man, they're playing Detroit. We know what Hurts is able to do. Obviously, I mean, this may be a game where they win
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm going Devonte Smith here, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be the focal point, especially where Hurts being gone from that offense. That's just one less target that they have. So yeah, Devonte Smith. As much as it hurts me to say I like Devonte Smith over Tony in this matchup.
If Tony was a full 100% go, I might have said, like, if he wasn't coming off an injury, I would say, yeah, maybe Tony has a better game against the Chiefs because the Chiefs stink. But Detroit stinks too. So I think Devonte Smith is your safer play here, Jeffrey, that you probably want to just stick with. Don't roll the dice because if you do go with Tony, then you're missing out and he doesn't play, then you're missing out points. So Devonte Smith is a safe play this week up against Detroit, so you don't have to worry about it. I wouldn't be rolling the dice too much because they probably will end up somewhere near each other in fantasy production for this week.
Cool. Justin's got another here. Mike Evans, Damian Harris, Sterling Shepard, Scary Terry, Melvin Gordon start one wide receiver and a flex.
Well, Mike Evans is out, isn't he?
Is he what?
Mike Evans is hurt.
No,
he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
No, he's not.
You sure?
Mike Evans?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a different Mike Evans? Is this a Michael Evans?
Miguel Evans?
Is it Miguel Evans?
Is it Miguel Evans?
Do I have wrong information?
He doesn't even have a designation. He had
I'm sorry. He's not out. He's going up against Marshawn Lattimore. That's what it is.
Okay.
So you might as well write him out.
Okay.
That's what it was.
I was about to say, is there Miguel?
He's out there on that island. That's what I meant to say. He's out there on that island.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Put the mask back on, James. Jeez.
Yeah, give me Evans and Harris.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Evans and Harris.
Oh man,
I just think that against the Chargers, I think that they're gonna Harris is gonna definitely end up in that end zone at least once.
I like Harris. I'm afraid of Mike Evans, man. We saw Marshawn Lattimore shut down receivers.
But
give me Harris and Sterling Shepard. Believe it or not.
Yeah, but Lattimore also sometimes gives up big plays because he does gamble a lot.
There's a lot of people. A lot of people to cover there, man. A lot of mouths to feed.
And I forget the damn thing that I read last night about Marshawn Lattimore's coverage. Man, he shut down players like I don't remember. Damn it, he shut down Ridley. Shut down a couple other guys this season already. I don't like Mike Evans this week. I know he scored 3 touchdowns last week, but I don't think that happens this week. And he's not that PPR guy that you really want to depend on. He's that big play touchdown guy.
Yeah.
Damian Harris. And since Scary Terry's a little banged up going up against Denver, I'm going with Sterling Shepard here. And I'm writing this one down because this one's tougher than you think.
It is. But to your point, I think that Evans is definitely one of Tom Brady's main targets, especially with Gronk being out.
Gronk is playing.
Gronk's gonna play, but I'm not.
I'm not. Yeah, just the first game. Just the first game back.
I know. I'm making it tough for you, Will. I'm making it tough for you.
Listen, Chef, we got to be consistent, right? If you're going to be off of Judy because he's coming off an injury, you got to do the same thing for Gronk. So
yeah, fair enough. And normally I would, unless you're desperate, you're not really playing Gronk this week,
right?
But I like Sterling Shepard. We know he's going to play. Kansas City is terrible. So even if Tony doesn't play, that boosts Shepard up even higher. So I like that option as well. You're going to get a safe floor from Sterling Shepard and the possibility of him hitting a higher ceiling with Tony in question, which I think Tony's playing. Don't get me wrong there.
I got my Giants, New York Football Giants blue pen out over here to write this down. Because I'm taking Evans and I'm taking Damian Harris.
Yeah, I mean this is a good. I'm going to hit this one because this one's a good one. The second hour. Tilt of the week. I see it.
This just in. We have breaking news.
Damn. Calvin Ridley is out for today due to a personal matter. So that takes Ridley out of that scenario. Damn.
Jamal Williams is out today also.
Who?
Jamal Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, Jamal Williams for Detroit, yeah.
What is happening? I hope everything's all right with Calvin Ridley. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, because this is the second time this season where he's had to go out due to a personal matter. Glad it's not an injury, but hope that it's all good on the other side of things. But whoa, bro,
change my lineup.
All of a sudden, this is real tough. Wheels up for Kyle Pitts for that I know it was earlier. We had a Kyle Pitts versus Gesicki. If you needed more of an up arrow, I think now that's targets just went up.
Man, that came
Oh
in. That
boy,
came fast. I was getting notifications. Yeah, these notifications keep on coming in.
mine's going to change. Okay, all right. Let's keep it moving here. We got a lot going on. We got 27
Wheels up,
minutes.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, wheels up, Kyle Pitts, man. Goodness. All right. Yeah. So, all right, so Chef, you're all day long. You're going Damian Harris, Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard. Yep.
Okay. I'm still sticking with Evans. I think I kind of like the Evans and Lattimore back and forth there, and I think it's competitive. And I think with Tom Brady, it's a different situation than the Mike Evans of old.
I like this next one.
Next one here, Young 5.0, Melvin or David Johnson?
Give me Melvin Gordon here.
Melvin. Because for some reason, and this is getting me really, really frustrated throughout the season, but for some reason they haven't committed all in to Javonte Williams, and it's getting me really, really frustrated. But I understand why, because when Melvin Gordon is in, he is able to contribute both on the ground and in the receiving game. So as much as I wish it wasn't the case, against that matchup against Washington is going to be a good one. So yeah, I'm going with Melvin. I'm going with Melvin. One.
Yeah, I'll go with Melvin too over David Johnson. Rico Pellegrini wants to go in between Thielen or James Robinson PPR. I'll wait for you guys.
Give me J-Rob.
Yeah, J-Rob.
Also notable out Corey Davis for the Jets.
Oh man, I might have to hammer that. Okay. I might have to hammer that Cincinnati play.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that Cincinnati defense touchdown.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen. Thank you for that one, Chef. Scooby Taylor, what's going on? Needs to start one. Daryl Williams, Jalen Waddle, Deontay Johnson, Elijah Mitchell. Very nice in PPR.
Daryl Williams, Waddle, Deontay Johnson, Elijah Mitchell. I'm going Mitchell here. I'm going Mitchell. It's tough. We've had these tilts already this morning.
Will's going Waddle.
Yeah, you already know what it is.
Right, I already know.
So going all in on it.
I like your confidence though. Each and every week you have your guy, and that guy you do not go off of him.
Waver,
but I can't wait for you to eat crow on Waddle this week. I really do. I'm going to be looking forward now. I want to take Waddle out of my lineups just so that
the good thing is that we're not going to have to wait long. So this game is actually in the first slate here. So I'm going to be watching this game. I'm going to actually put it up on Red Zone here and watch it, and probably just like try to tune into the main game here. So I need that Waddle, man. I'm all in on Waddle, just like I was on Alex Collins a couple weeks ago, man.
Okay, I like it. I'm going Mitchell. I do like it, but I'm going to go Mitchell here. I am. Minnie Jordan. There he is.
Minnie Jordan. What's up?
Morning.
Jordan.
4-point PPR Tuesday flex. Alex Collins, Devonte Smith, Samaje P. Ryan, Boston Scott, OBJ. He's pushing in. What are you pushing in with, Chef? Are you pushing in with Collins?
No,
you pulling back?
What are you doing?
I
can't do it, Devonte Smith.
No, Devonte Smith. Yeah, Devonte Smith.
Okay, good. All right. I was going to say
I was teasing the pot.
Yeah. No. You can't commit.
Can't do that. Steven Nathan, what's going on? He said it gave away Kelsey and to get Ridley and Damian Harris.
I don't hate it. If you're not in a tight end premium league, I don't dislike it. I'm curious to see what your other tight ends are.
Right.
But to get two players like Damian Harris, who the back half of the season has a really good schedule, and Ridley, unfortunately, this week you did not know he was going to be out, but he's not out on injury. He's out on a personal matter. So that's something that's saying that he will be back 100%. Yeah, I'm interested to know who your other tight ends are, and if it is a tight end premium league, that would be a piece of information, but we can go without that. It's a good trade, man. I like that.
Yeah, I need
sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, no, I need more info. Yeah, I need more info because I need to see who's behind Kelsey there.
I think he needed a running back. Just looking at this, he probably needed a running back. Knowing the state of the league that we're in, Damian Harris, RB2, Ridley, wide receiver 1. He was probably light during the bye weeks, etc., and gave up Kelsey. I don't mind that.
Zach, where injuries become designations and designations become injuries. 7 hours.
We're there.
Commercial-free football starts now.
We got the official.
I love Scott Hansen, man. I want to invite him to my wedding. So, sir, you don't understand how important you are to me. Going down here to found it. All right, here we go. Many Jordan's got a nope. We did that one. This one. Andres Ayala, welcome back. Good morning. Wants to know start Pittman, Cordell Patterson, or Claypool at a standard league flex. He is starting Emmanuel Sanders in one of his wide receiver spots already.
Oh,
okay, I like that.
Standard league.
Man, I mean, Pittman and Cordero. See, here's the thing. With Ridley being out, obviously there's going to be more touches and more targets for Cordero. And John, I know you're all over Claypool this afternoon. And Pittman, man, again, this is a good issue to have.
Well, this is also before I'm all over Claypool, but I'm also like, I wouldn't say like play Claypool over Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? Like I have limits. I think the limits here now, especially with the Ridley news, I feel like Cordero just got a bump. And I think just based on this right now, before I would maybe go Claypool here, but standard league, I think Cordero gets in the end zone, has a better chance of getting it in the end zone now with Ridley out. So I would go Cordero and Pittman.
I'm definitely going Pittman.
Oh wait, it's one. So I gotta pick one.
I'm gonna go with Pittman. I'm gonna go with Pittman because that total is set at 51. So when things like this come down and it's so close, and I just go to the total. You got 51 Tennessee in Indianapolis. You got the total set at 46.5 for Carolina and Atlanta, and then you got a low total with Cleveland and Pittsburgh at 43. Yeah, so I'm staying away from Claypool. I'm gonna go with Pittman.
I'm with Pittman on this one as well. Yeah. It doesn't matter because it's not PPR, so you're not worried about how many targets he's going to get. It's a matter of what he will do with those targets. We saw the long bomb from Carson Wentz to Pittman last week to start the game. I think he had like a 50-yard touchdown. So I think it can happen again, especially against Tennessee. So I'm going Pittman here. Cordell, with the news of Ridley being out, Swanson, you bring up a good point. He may be more involved. Does he get into the end zone against Carolina? That will be the deterring factor of whether or not he beats out Michael Pittman this week. And for standard purposes, I'm staying away from Claypool.
For standard purposes, I'm going to take Cordero.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
that's good.
How bad?
2-1.
Scooby Taylor, Gainwell, Daryl Williams. There it is. That's pretty good, Chef. I got to give it to you. Gainwell, Daryl Williams, or Javonte Williams, PPR.
Javonte Williams.
Give me Javonte.
Javonte Williams. Yeah.
Give me Javonte.
Yeah.
He's going to have the same fantasy points as Melvin Gordon.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so frustrating, man. It's just so frustrating.
Can we nickname them 50-50? Like,
yeah, sure.
So give me 50-50 in this one. Give me Javonte.
It's getting there.
Man, this I hate it because we're picking Javonte Williams in a split, whereas Gainwell should be the guy.
But Gainwell will be split with Boston Scott and Jalen Hurts.
Split. Hurts. Yeah, okay, maybe Hurts there. Oh man, I hate it. I guess all right. Give me Javonte Williams for the PPR, just for the catches.
50-50.
Give me that side of the 50.
Yeah, Javonte.
Isaiah Rodriguez, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome
Isaiah?
in. Dallas Goedert or CJ Uzomah?
CJ, I'm going with CJ, man. That dude right there. Last week, 2 tutties, 91 receiving yards. Yeah, I like CJ. And again, we don't know what's going to go. That Philly offense. I don't know what's going on, man. I have no idea. It
is confusing.
Uzomah.
There it is.
Uzomah.
Scored in 3 of his last 4 games.
Now, I loved CJ I learned how to say his name this week. Uzomah.
Okay.
It's
Uzomah.
Uzomah.
Okay.
I've been a fan of Uzama since last season before he got hurt.
Yep.
And I am happy that things are starting to come together for the Bengals. I don't really say this word too much, but I will say they went from poop to sugar in a season, it seems, with the addition of Jamar Chase in the offense. And the Jets are 25th against fantasy tight ends. Uzama only gets 3 or 4 targets, but what he does with those targets is special. I can easily see him getting into the end zone this week. Dallas Goedert will get a lot of target, probably a fair amount of target share, but I think Uzama is the one that gets in the end zone over Goddard.
He's caught 13 of his 14 targets the last 4 weeks. He's got a touchdown in 3 of the last 4. Yeah, give me Uzama, man.
Yeah, he's on a heater, man.
John, I'm gonna actually put him into that Hail Mary, anytime touchdown parlay. I'm gonna do one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put CJ in there. I'm definitely putting CJ in there.
I like that. I'm putting that one down. And then he's got another one here. Quick, Khalil Herbert or David Johnson or Michael Carter.
Give me Khalil Herbert.
Give me Herbert, man.
Yeah,
Herbert.
Gotta write this down. And Justin, you guys always say my Jets quarterback sucks. First Gino, then Sam, then Zach, then Mike to go white. Listen, man, it's not our fault.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding, bro.
We love you, man.
I mean, if the juice is bad, the juice is bad. You don't drink the juice.
Yeah, you don't drink the juice. I mean, you can keep drinking the juice. It might make you stronger on the other side. But you get sick, then you get stronger on the other side. Who knows? 808-DO13. What's up? He's in a 12-person. He or she is in a 12-person standard work buy-in league. He has 2 wide receiver slots, 2 running back slots, and a flex. He has Keenan Allen, Chase Claypool, DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, and Stephon Diggs. He can only start 2.
Give me Diggs and
AJ Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I got. Oh man, what?
He's worried about his. Yeah.
All right, and then he also has Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, and Fournette. So should he just play all 3 running backs, or remove one and put a wide receiver and a flex? No, I would start all 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm starting all 3 of those.
Starting all 3 of those. Yeah.
All right, it's 11:45. Let's get through these tilts for these lovely folks.
Oh wait, so we didn't really answer his question then. Hang on, go back. So he's got 2 running back spots and a flex. So those are his running backs. You play the running backs, and then the 2 wide receivers we mentioned, which would be AJ Brown and Diggs.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Diggs though. I mean, if for my money, I would go AJ Brown for sure. And I'm telling, I would.
You love Claypool this week, man. You love Claypool this week.
Wait, you love Claypool over Diggs?
Write that down. Write that down, Chef.
Write it down.
Oh my gosh, what are you willing to wager?
They're not gonna. I don't think the Bills are really gonna need to do.
I think
much,
an ice bucket in Arizona.
I think it's gonna go
right.
I think it's gonna go to Emmanuel Sanders this week. Look, I think Diggs still has a great game. I think it's a good game, but I think it's gonna be Sanders, and then I think it's just gonna be the ground.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I'm going with AJ Brown and Diggs.
We'll see. I know. Pick and Rick. What's up? What's up, Elijah Mitchell, Woods, Damian Harris, or Gainwell PPR? Give me Damian Harris.
Yeah, Damian. He's gonna get into his home.
I like
Elijah Mitchell as well.
It's a good problem to have.
Great problem.
I like Elijah Mitchell. I like Woods, but yeah, give me Damian Harris. I guess.
Because you got to look at the matchup. I mean,
yeah, that's the whole thing.
The Chicago defense is better than the Chargers defense. Yeah, I'm going with Harris.
Give me Harris. He's got a better matchup this week.
I like it. And Zach wants to know, with Dak still up in the air, is Uzama a better play than Schultz? And I think we all agree here that
yes.
Not that Schultz is a bad play, but between
Uzama.
Give me Uzama. Justin, you're the man as always. Carlos is God.
What's up? We got some. Hey, 1 second. I know we're in the last 15 minutes here or whatever. I just want to say shout out to the chat. All right, we appreciate you guys. We love that you're live. You're active. Shout out Justin, as always, our unpaid intern. It makes us happy. It makes definitely all of us happy. We put in the work. We study for this. We present and hopefully help you win your leagues each and every week. And I am seeing a lot of new faces in the chat today, which just warms my soul on this All Hallows Eve. All right. It feels like we have been resurrected from the grave, and we are just slamming new people in the chat. Love it. Like and subscribe here on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter. And back to the show. Sorry, Carlos is good. God,
No,
let's go.
I'm glad you said that, Chef, because absolutely everything you said, I think I speak for myself and Will when I say you said it perfectly.
Absolutely.
I love it. Carlos says, God, let's help him out here. Morning, fellas. Good morning. Should he roll with Wentz or Matt Ryan? He's got Dak, but he may be out. Wentz.
Yeah,
I'm going Wentz here.
Yeah.
Especially with the news about Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
All right, so Swanson fell off his chair. So
I'm good. I'm back up here. Kicks from Mike says, if you guys think Dak would play, should he tilt back to starting CD over DJ Moore? He has A.J. Brown and Mike Williams in his flex PPR.
I'm still going to stick with DJ Moore here.
Yeah, DJ Moore. Yeah, I mean that dude.
Stick with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may play CD
Brown.
in my flex instead of Mike Williams.
You think that it's going to be that they're going to take away Williams?
I think they're going to try to anyway. I don't know if they can. Whether or not they can is questionable. But I think CD might have a better game than Mike Williams this week.
Okay. I don't hate it. Brandon Creasy, what's up?
What's up?
Welcome in. This is a standard league. We got to bench one of these guys. I like the bench questions. Elijah Mitchell, Brandon Cooks, Jerry Jeudy.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Consensus.
Right.
Let's do it.
Calvin Ridley is out.
I might leave this mask on my microphone from now on. It just
It's
looks
pretty cool,
better
man.
than the mic sitting there. You know.
Yeah, it's kind of dope.
I gotta find something else to put on that.
Kicks from Mike has Swift in his PPR and in his standard league he has Kyle. Let's go. I got Swift in my PPR and standard league. Okay. He's got Kyle Pitts in his PPR league. It's gonna.
Oh
be
yeah,
good.
it is.
Yeah.
Yo, you're gonna have a really good day, Kicks from Mike. Sit back, crack a Corona, and watch the points flow in.
Right.
On a big good day. I brought that up earlier. That's funny. Isaiah Rose, what's going on? Kadarius Toney or Zach Moss PPR?
Tony has a higher floor.
I say
I'm sorry, higher ceiling.
Higher ceiling, right?
Yeah, I like Tony today.
Yeah, give me Tony.
Might get ugly out there, man.
I actually have this choice, and I went with Tony. I was originally playing Zach Moss in my flex, and I put Tony in knowing that he's going to play this week.
Yes, crack one and watch the Steelers win. Oh, I love it, man. If I can write it down more, I would.
Go Browns.
Andres, we're here for you, bud. Zach says it doesn't matter who is in the Eagles' backfield. They don't run the ball. You are correct.
Unfortunately, these are facts.
These are facts. Yeah. I mean, look, this is a fantasy show. This is. I love listening to Philadelphia radio the day after the games because it's just the same. I feel like it's the same guy that calls. They're like, oh, we got John from we got John from Philly.
Tuscaloosa.
Oh, what are we doing? We're not running the ball. I don't know what's going on with Sirianni. We got to get him out of here. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe we should dangle a cheesesteak in front of someone. I don't know. We're getting...
Like every Sunday on Eagles radio, it's like the same angry Philly guy, and I'm just sitting there in my car driving. And I'm like, I feel you, bud. Like I really do. I feel you. I just want something good to happen, man. Even last week, Merrill Reese was like, "Oh, something finally went the Eagles' way." Like he was, dude. He was lighting up the Eagles. I drove to the beer store and back in the middle of the game because I stopped watching it, and it was enough to where I figured I would just take a drive. And I'm listening to it, and even like Mike Quick was laughing because Merrill Reese was just tearing us up because it was just that embarrassing. Ugh. Moving on. TS, Bears or Steelers defense this week?
Bears defense. Bears defense. Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, I'm not sold on Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance. So Bears defense is definitely a good play, I think, today.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers here, only because Baker's a little banged up. And Will, you make a good point about the quarterback situation for the San Francisco 49ers, but I believe that Khalil Mack might not be playing today for the Bears, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt their defensive stock a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think the San Francisco 49ers are going to be able to move the ball a little bit more. And it doesn't matter which quarterback it is, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Mitchell, like we discussed earlier. So give me the Steelers D there with the banged up Baker. Unfortunately, banged up Baker.
Yeah, it happens.
Banged up Baker.
Banged up Baker. I just saw a tweet on my phone of a picture of the reason why Aaron Rodgers is growing out his hair is for his John Wick costume, and it is fantastic.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense.
Dude, it looks just like it. It's
he looks
ridiculous.
like John Wick.
Yeah, man, it's wild.
That's cool. Good for him.
Right? Zach argues got another one here.
Cardinals.
Chenault, Schultz, A-Rob, or Williams, flex one. Daryl Williams, flex one.
Williams.
Yeah, Williams. Yeah.
I'm tempted to say Chenault, but I'm going.
Yeah, that's where I was stuck at. But yeah,
take the middle two out.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, I think I just might have to drop A-Rob and just pick up have an empty bench spot.
I'm telling you, man.
To trade him, right?
It stinks because I actually have to play him sometimes, but it's tough. It's sad, really. I just hope he gets traded by Tuesday.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Hope he gets
I got a
traded to
couple
Kansas City.
ones coming in on this side here. These are the Gibson ones.
Oh, you got
some
Gibson
ones.
stuff?
I got a Gibson versus Collins.
Gibson.
Wow.
Gibson.
Okay.
Give me
Gibson.
Collins.
Gibson or Landry.
Gibson.
All right, Gibson, Collins or Moss. Only start one.
I'm going Gibson again. You know what? Not Moss.
Collins.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Moss.
Oh my God, we're all over the board.
Yeah, they're probably all his tilts, Will. And if he's playing against me this week, I'm gonna be really upset.
I'm not playing against you. They're tilts.
We're in the final 10 minutes here of the show. Will, you got any good bets for us this week, bud?
Man, guys, listen, we talked about this today. So
you hit on I hit on the ones you gave us last week. So let's go.
Guys, I gave you the play, the Indianapolis, the over. We hit on that, and then I gave you a little bonus. Mahomes hit that bonus. He hit the rushing over. Yeah. So that was gold. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do today, and I've been talking about it, so I got to stay true to what I've been saying pretty much all show.
God damn.
No, Tua passing props over 229.5 yards. Guys, that is nothing for Tua. I could see him throwing for another 300 yards today. So I like Tua. Yeah, and on FanDuel, you got a FanDuel Sportsbook, you got Tua over 229.5 passing yards. I like that. And then I'm going to go with the over. I'm going to go with the over in the Carolina and the Panthers game at 46.5.
Over on the Panthers and
over on the Panthers in Carolina.
The Panthers in Carolina. Over on the Panthers in.
I'm sorry. Panthers at Atlanta. Panthers at Atlanta.
Even with the news of Ridley being out.
Yeah, I mean that's just going to be more production, more targets for Cordero and Pitts.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I mean something has to give out there in Carolina. Man, so this I was gonna go for it as well if they didn't just switch up the line on me. It just went up a point. I mean 0.5, and that was Cincinnati. It went from -11 to -11.5. So I'm staying away from that. Receiving props though, and we just talked about this guy, CJ over 24.5 receiving yards. That's nothing
for you, Zama.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like that. Was it 24.5? Was your line on that?
24.5, man. 24.5.
I'm writing that down. I'm placing $100 on all three of those.
I love it.
Parlay it up. I don't know if it'll be 100, but
let's go.
No, but you know.
Nice little payout.
Oh, Sarah Riley's in here too. What's going on, Sarah? There it is. Half point PPR, Mike Evans, Jerry Jeudy, Khalil Herbert, or Gainwell in the flex.
Half point.
Man.
I'm going Judy.
Oh, I was going to say it's between Judy and Herbert.
I say it's between Judy and Herbert too.
I think it's Herbert for me.
I will go Herbert too. Yeah.
Good problem to have, Sarah. Crushing
True.
it, I hope.
Very good. Very good.
And Justin says he likes the Titans money line, Chargers -4.
Titans money line, huh? You're afraid of that over, huh?
Chargers -4. Chargers by 4. Yeah.
Chargers by 4. That seems like it could happen.
Yeah.
Also, the Jags money line and the Bucks by 4.
I like the Bucks by 4. I don't know about the Jags money line
Over Seattle. I think the Jags
I
win.
think the Jags could do it, man. I think it's a big J.
It's going to be a good. I think that's going to be one of the good games.
Yeah.
I'm glad that one's on the 4 o'clock slate so I could spend a little more time watching it.
Yeah.
I'll be taking my son trick or treating around that time. So today I am out and I have my final exam tomorrow.
Good luck, Chad.
Wish me luck.
Man. Good luck.
All
Good
right.
luck.
I've been studying like a fiend for the past month. All right. Tomorrow is the day, baby. Let's go.
You got it. You'll pass it, man. You'll pass it.
You sure will. You already passed it. And Kicks from Mike's got one last one in here before we get out of here. Kicks from Mike, Swift and Cook over 50 points today.
I like that. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Swift,
I'm gonna go over. Yeah.
I'll take the over on that.
Let's go over. Life is too short to bet the under. Life is too short to bet the under, guys.
I love that.
Appreciate you, Justin, our unpaid intern.
All right. Well, it is 12 o'clock Eastern time. We are 1 hour away from the kickoff for week 8. I want to thank everybody in the chat. You guys really kept it going today. Saw a lot of really new thanks, Zach. A lot of really new faces in here, new tilts. I hope everything works out for you guys. Stay with us. You can give us a follow on Twitter at The Tilt Is Real. You can find me on Twitter at FFJohn, JAWN Swanson. You guys are great. I love it. Will, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter as well at biasedopinions_. Just hit me up. Let me know what's good. Looking forward to doing this show every upcoming Sunday. So good stuff. Chef, good luck, man. John, Thanks. As always, man, pleasure doing the show.
Yeah, and you can find me at zombiebaker.com. No, I'm just playing. It's at FF_chef on Twitter. Check out my Twitter page there for all the stuff that I do, blasting out fantasy content through multiple sites on the web, and obviously every Sunday here, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern for the Fantasy Football Sunday Tilt with my guys, Will and John, killing it. And I hope you guys have a killer week. Happy Halloween, guys. Get that candy in, man. Today's the day to get that candy in. All right. And get those wins. See you guys next week for another great show. Thank you. We're out. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Tilt Is Real Fantasy Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our website at thetiltisreal.com for more great fantasy football content. We'll catch you guys next time on The Tilt Is Real.